I'm Dan and this is the Holiday Extras Essential Guide to Dublin. In this video we'll be giving you all the vital information you'll need to get around and enjoy this wonderful city. The airport is 10 kilometres outside Dublin and is the only international airport serving the city. From here, your choices for transport to the centre is the bus or a taxi, as there's no train station at the airport. Dublin Airport's Aircoach will take you to various locations across the city, so make sure you know which stop is nearest your hotel. Dublin is compact, which means if you're staying in the city centre, you can pretty much walk to everything. However, if you want to get around quickly, hop on a tram. The Luas is Dublin's tram system. There are two lines, red and green, and the walk from the end of the green line to the red line is about 15 minutes. And don't forget to always tap in and tap out, otherwise you'll get charged the maximum possible fare. If you plan on making multiple journeys, we recommend getting a Leap card. It's Dublin's public transport top-up smart card, and you can get them at the airport or at local shops wherever you see the sign. Dublin is bisected by the River Liffey, which runs across the city. There used to be a pronounced cultural divide, with the poor living in the north and the south being home to the upper and middle classes. Today, that's not the case, and Dublin can be divided into some distinct districts. The medieval district is the oldest part of Dublin. It's here that you can find Dublin Castle, Christchurch and St Patrick's Cathedral. The Georgian district starts at St Stephen's Green and Trinity College and continues up to the canal. Dublin Docklands is where lots of the world's biggest tech companies have offices. The cultural district is where you'll find Temple Bar. This area is home to pubs, clubs, markets and Dublin's most energetic nightlife. A word of warning about the weather in Dublin. It's late June and as you can see the weather is glorious, if you're a duck. But seriously, the weather in Dublin constantly changes. During our time in the city, we'd often have warm sun, torrential rain and overcast skies all on the same day. Our advice is to be prepared and pack a light, waterproof or small umbrella. The food here in Dublin is terrific, and with so many great places to eat, we couldn't possibly hope to cover it all in one video. However, if there's one thing that Dublin and Ireland do better than anyone else in the world, it's their seafood, especially their oysters. One place we definitely recommend you go is Claw. It's a tiny seafood restaurant on Crown Alley, just off Temple Bar Square. It'll probably be full when you arrive, so you may have to wait outside with a pint of Guinness, but it's worth it, we promise. Also, if you quote Holiday Extras when you arrive, they'll give you a free oyster. When it comes to drink, Guinness is obviously what Dublin is best known for. And for good reason. Ireland's most famous export definitely tastes better in its home city. They say it's in the water, but what we know is that you can't come to Dublin without trying it at least once, or twice, 3 times. You get the idea. But there's more to Dublin than just the black stuff. We recommend trying out the Porterhouse. It's the city's original craft beer pub and they've been serving for 20 years. I've gone for a Dublin Pale Ale, which is €5, and according to this, is an Irish style pale ale with an orange, lemon and lime hop character. Not bad. How expensive is Dublin? Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that it's still cheaper than London. The bad news is that it's the 8th priciest city in Europe and still pricier than the rest of the UK. This Guinness in Temple Bar was €5.95. This pub meal cost €13.50. This coffee cost €2.50. A Temple Bar hotel cost roughly €170 per night. Quick tip, if at the chip and pin machine you get the choice to use pounds or euros, always choose euros. Shops will give you a worse exchange rate than your bank will. So that's our guide to Dublin. For more on what to do while you're here, check out our other videos. A bit of a tash. For more guides, tips, tricks and travel advice, visit our channel.